He's now. How are we all doing? How are you doing, Bri?
All right, you?
I'm all right, apart from third-degree burns from my sunbed.
I can wear my t-shirt now with the heat radiating off you.
I'm absolutely boiling. Anyway, tell you what will be boiling. The final we wanted. United versus Newcastle. What a game that'll be.
What a year to start the channel.
What a year to start the channel.
Return of the glory days.
The glory days, like the great FA Cup final of '99.
It wasn't that great, but yeah.
It was for us. Anyway, pretty plain sailing in the semis, wasn't it? 5-0 for us.
3-1 for us. Could have been more, though, if Longstaff had got his shooting boots on in the first leg. Joe Linton was the first leg. He should have scored a hat-trick in the first leg.
You kept saying that Longstaff would be top scorer if he could shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And now two in the semi.
Gareth Southgate, are you watching? And I called this.
You did call
weeks ago. Eddie Howe.
I'll tell you what does worry me, though. We played 6 games before the final, and you only played 3.
However, our games are without Bruno.
I was going to ask you about that, yeah.
If we if we go into that on a bit of a bad run of form, it could affect us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we play Barcelona 3 days before the final.
That's a toughie for you, that. Do you go all out for that, or do you go all out for your first trophy?
Well, there's 2 trains of thought, isn't there? Yeah. Some people say you're better off playing games.
Yeah.
The only thing is injuries. We just need to avoid injuries.
If I were you, is it away or at home?
The second leg before the finals at Old Trafford.
Oh, it's the second leg?
It's the second leg.
Oh, so you need to go for it at Barcelona then, don't you?
Unless we get hammered at Barca and we're out.
Well, it's one or the other, isn't it?
But if we're still in it, he will go for it. He goes for every game. He very rarely makes wholesale changes anyway. But anyway, I've done some head-to-head stats for Newcastle and United.
Well, I bet you have.
5 League Cups to United. How many for Newcastle? 0. It will remain 0 as well. We're gonna.
You love handpicking a stat, don't you?
Well, what? It's not really hand-picking a stat. We're in the League Cup final, and I'm saying who's won
whenever I say something in the past that benefits me, I handpick a stat. But whenever you do it, it's a stat.
But this isn't a hand-picked stat.
I know, but I'm just saying you like to bring them up, don't you?
We have won our last 4 League Cup finals as well. Although we have lost our last 2 finals in total, with the FA Cup with Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the Europa League. So our final record recently isn't great. A few head-to-heads in Cup, United versus Newcastle.
What's this?
Well, this shocked me, actually. We've only ever played in the FA Cup 3 times. United have won all 3, including 1999, the great treble. That must hurt. Well, we've only played 3 times in the League Cup, which United have won 2, Newcastle have won 1. But United in 1977 thrashed you, gave you a right good bending over and beat you 7-2. How do you feel about that in 1997? Sorry, 1977.
1977, I wasn't alive then, unlike you.
I was the same age as you. I'm like 2 months older than you. But what a chance for either manager.
Yes. Well, this is Eddie Howe's first major chance at a major trophy. Well, it's classed as a major trophy, isn't it? Even though it's the Mickey Mouse Cup.
Actually, I'm not saying this because we're in the final. I think now managers take the League Cup more serious than the FA Cup.
Well, the reason behind this, I think, is because the top 4's that nailed on with, like, Man City or Liverpool, obviously not this year, we're always there for the title.
Definitely
so you
not
think,
this year.
Yeah, definitely not. But you think, so they're thinking they're not going to win the Premier League, so they want to win some silverware. So I think back in, I don't know, back in the day, you won it most of the time, but
I don't know. I disagree. I think it's more because it's early on in the season, and it don't. If you look at how serious Jose took it, how serious Pep's took it, how serious Klopp's took it, Fergie used it as a way of blooding the youth. I can feel my face getting hotter by the minute. How red do I look?
Very. Yeah. I'm sweating.
And I think because the final's in February, it doesn't impact your Champions League run. It doesn't impact your race to the title. And I think that's why people prefer it. Whereas the FA Cup's slap bang in the middle of big Champions League games and big league games.
Well, there is that, but I think it takes a lot of pressure off. Like, for now, if anything bad happens and we slip out of the top 4, you've got the safety net of you're with the League Cup and there's no pressure, you've won something. So,
and you would expect that to impact the rest of your season and give you confidence. But I think it's bigger for Eddie Howe.
Oh, hugely, yeah.
Because Ten Hag's already won leagues and trophies. He's played Champions League. So
We've not won a cup for years.
Yeah, and if Eddie, it puts Eddie Howe on the map a bit, really.
Well, he already is. But yeah.
No, but I mean,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
If he finishes top 4 and wins a cup, Eddie Howe is right on the map as maybe not elite in terms of like Pep and people like that.
But certainly
is that next bracket down if managers. Clubs would look. I mean, he would stay at Newcastle, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully.
Whereas you would expect Ten Hag to still win trophies and get big jobs no matter what. Like, but for either club,
it is a massive.
It's massive, really.
It's not so massive for Martin Dubravka.
The controversy, yeah.
If Manchester United win, he will still celebrate as he gets a medal.
Do you think they probably won't even put him in the Newcastle? Oh no, he won't be in the Newcastle squad because
he can't play. Wherever he'll I mean, he must
be in Wembley
though
squad, with his United. Do you think he'll kiss the badge? I wonder if he'll be allowed to go up to get a medal.
Oh yeah. It'll be quite controversial.
Imagine that. That would be the most controversial moment. I mean, he's been screwed over by both teams.
Yeah.
Because you never played him. We played him once, and then he wanted to go back. Dubravka. He had a nightmare in that game.
Yeah, he did. That was one that went through his legs, didn't it?
Yeah, it was absolutely nightmare. Predictions for the game?
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah.
I'm going 1-0 United. I don't think it'll be both teams are very good defensively.
Yeah. It won't be a goal fest.
But we are getting players back. Sancho's back.
Did Sancho come on the other day?
Yeah, he bit of a cameo. He didn't look like world class or anything. But I tell you, he's a big player for us. Anthony Martial. If he can stay fit, and the fact that we've got Big Wow, we can rotate them because instantly. I mean, he brought Rashford on, which helps because Rashford's in the form of his life. But Martial's link-up play was just so much better than Big Wow. Shout out to Rashford and Casemiro, who are comfortably two of the best players in the world at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're good about Bruno, aren't you? Here's a question: would you rather Bruno miss 3 league games or miss the final?
3 league games.
Do you reckon? Yeah, but that could blow your Champions League.
We haven't won a cup.
I know, but
that
could blow your Champions League hopes.
If you have 3 bad results. Fell horrendously. West Ham at home, Bournemouth away, Liverpool at home.
Well, speaking of horrendous fixtures, we've got 6 fixtures. So before the cup final, we play Palace, Leeds, Barcelona, Leicester, Barcelona. But either side of the cup final, you played Liverpool and Man City. So we've both been screwed.
We've certainly got tougher Premier League fixtures than you in the next 6 or 7 games.
It's the Barcelona tie that's really screwed us.
Yeah.
And that losing to... Who did we lose to?
Will Barcelona take it seriously? How are they doing in the Spanish League? Yeah.
That's another one because...
it'll still be them. They'll still be getting
top of La Liga. I think they probably will. Ten Hag definitely will because he just wants to... And I think a lot of the thing with Ten Hag is he wants to keep a settled team. While we're in this...
Well, Eddie Howe does. Yeah. He doesn't have much choice, really.
Well, you can always bring Jacob Murphy on.
Yeah. And take him back off again.
So, yeah, it's looking good. The final. February 28th, isn't it?
26th, isn't
26th?
Yeah.
Well, February sometime. It's going to be a big final.
Oh, yes.
And it is a throwback to the 90s glory days.
You're just lucky that Anthony Gordon can't come on.
Yeah, well, I was going to speak about that, actually. Transfer window, deadline day. Anthony Gordon, Claire Baldwin.
Balding.
What did I say? Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Do you know he shares his birthday with United's Anthony?
I
think it's February the 24th or something.
Knowledge.
Exactly a year apart. Anthony's a year older.
Has
a left foot. Only a left foot.
Knowledge.
He did that. Do you know that spin thing?
Yeah.
Did you see when he did that? Yeah. But it was actually mint the way he did it. But the defender who marked him, just looked at him, and he didn't actually go anywhere with it.
Certainly his impact's dropped off a bit, hasn't it? I mean, when he first came to use, I thought he might have some, but he's not really done much in the last 5 or 6
The last couple of
games,
games, he's looked a bit more sharper.
Has he?
Yeah.
But he's not really contributing in goals or assists.
He's not set the world alight, that's for sure. We're going to miss Eriksen a bit, but the replacement...
Good old secret agent Andy Carroll there.
That was dirty, that was dirty.
He went in on Casemiro as well, but...
Yeah, he soon regretted that. But we've got Marcel Sabitzer in, a bit of a deadline day coup. He would have been a good player for you.
He would have been a good player for us, especially with Shelby going now. We are light in midfield.
Yeah. Are you a bit gutted that you've not done more in the transfer window?
I'm more happy we haven't done a Chelsea.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Signing players for the sake of it who've not even got much of a reputation. Well,
they're all unproven.
Yeah.
There's not one. Chelsea haven't signed one player that you look at and say that is going to work.
I mean, the signing of Gordon makes it more clear that Eddie Howe still has control on the transfers, and he is buying players to a mould of who he wants
for a system.
Yeah. So it's not the owners coming in saying that I want to buy, which I kind of think with Chelsea it is.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming in and going, right, I want the best player there.
No way is Graham Potter
gone
out and picked all them.
Yeah. Whereas I feel with Eddie Howe, he certainly has done.
Yeah. Which is what you want, and that's what Ten Hag's big on, and his character.
Well, that's why he's bought Anthony and Martinez with him as well.
But even Sabitzer, that deal got done so quick, and he wanted to come in. But Sabitzer is a bit of a baller, you know. I know Paul Merson's got a lot to say, but that should tell you everything.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 34 goals and 29 assists in the Bundesliga.
Is he a bit of a dead ball specialist?
He is a bit of a dead ball. In his early days, he used to play on the right wing a lot and as a number 10, but he's now more of an all-action midfielder. 4 goals and 7 assists in the Champions League. He's got 123 career goals and 81 career assists. He's massive.
How many appearances?
A few.
I'm picking stats again.
I don't think he's technically as good as Eriksen.
Oh, definitely not.
But he is technically a lot better than McTominay.
He's got to be a decent player to be signed by Real Madrid, hasn't he?
By Munich.
By Munich, yeah.
But I think defensively and physically, we will get more out of him than Eriksen. But he's a massive improvement on McTominay and Fred, even though Fred has turned into a bit of a goal-scoring sensation.
Could this push Fred forward?
Well, so he can't stop scoring. Yeah. He's finally realised he's Brazilian.
Is Bruno Fernandes's place under Fred?
No, Bruno's been very good. He's not getting the goals and assists, but he has been very good. Big month this.
Joe Linton's on the verge of his first Brazilian call.
Is he actually?
So curtains for Fred.
Well, if Brazil's choice is Joe Linton or Fred, there's no wonder they didn't win the World Cup, is it? But I am excited for this final. I would have been gutted if it would have been... No disrespect, nobody wanted to see Forest versus Southampton.
Or Man U, Southampton, or Newcastle Forest, you know what I mean?
At least this is a genuine final where...
I think a lot of neutrals will enjoy it as well. Yeah.
Well, they'll want you. There'll be a lot of people supporting Newcastle. No one will want United to win, apart from United fans. But it's a big game, isn't it? With two big names.
I do kind of feel that we are still the underdogs, which I'm happy about, even though we're above you in the league.
Goal difference.
And we're the best team in Europe for conceding goals
and wasting time.
Well,
wasn't there a time wasting incident the other night?
No,
I'm sure we were talking about a time wasting incident. Oh no, there was. It was in injury time, and one of your players went down for ages in injury time.
Delusion.
You definitely are the slight underdog, I would say.
Yeah, which I think will suit us a lot better.
The only thing that I give us the slight advantage, apart from the fact that we're a better team, we've got like pure winners, like Varane and Casemiro, just serial winners.
I wanted to come on to this quickly.
Just quickly on Varane, the retirement from international football at the age of 29, showing his commitment to the United cause. He knows we're going places.
Well, this takes me on even more with freshness. I'm a bit concerned. Late on in the second half, particularly in the second leg, our system, we're on a bit of a burnout, I reckon. We looked a bit leggy. And I think the Cup semi-final, everyone's put their absolute all into it. Is the final going to be a bit of a wet lettuce? Are they going to... Because going on with the winners, who in our team's won out? Pope, no. Trippier has. Botman's won League One. I don't know, Shah. Bruno, I don't think he has. Willock, he hasn't. Joe Linton, he hasn't. Wilson hasn't.
And
you know what I mean? Longstaff,
Neither is Eddie Howe. And this is what we find with Ollie when he got to Europa League semi and then the final. Just not having that knowing how to win.
Yeah.
But I wonder also with.
I mean, surely he's not going to play like he has the Atletico Madrid style he has in the final. I don't.
You wouldn't have thought so.
No.
It depends how tight it is. But
Yeah.
from your point of view, for a lot of your players, this is like, I mean, to people like Casemiro and Varane.
Oh, it's just another final.
It's just
isn't
another
it?
final.
To Nick Pope, Callum Wilson.
Yeah, and are they going to
Yeah.
go off the boil a bit in the league, not
Yeah.
wanting to get injured for the final?
Yeah. Well, Callum Wilson's been off the ball.
Oh, he looks slow.
Since Christmas,
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. I mean, Isaac, he looks keen, so I think it might be time.
I'll tell you what I
maybe
do
to
want.
swap that about.
I do want both teams to have the best 11s out.
Yeah.
I won't want to go into it knowing that you've got players missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally, if we can have the best 11 for each team.
Like stay injury free now and suspension free. Yeah.
But you just know. I mean, we've basically got a game every 3 days.
Ericsson's a big miss for you guys.
Yeah,
A big
I
miss.
feel better now we've got Sabitzer because I think he will just come. I think he will probably play against Leeds. He'll probably start against. I don't think he'll start against Palace.
You got Palace this week.
Palace tomorrow. I don't think he'll start like. I think he'll. Or then again, he might. But I think he'll pretty much come straight into the team.
No, against Palace, that's got McTominay written all over it.
No, he'll just play Fred and Casemiro, won't he?
I think he'll play McTominay.
I don't know if McTominay's
McTominay
injured.
and
He wasn't in the squad
Casemiro.
the other night.
Because Palace are dirty.
Palace are dirty. We owe them a spanking as well after the game. But it's nice to. I feel like we haven't done a video for ages.
No,
I haven't had a
no.
Premier League game for ages.
Yeah, they're back on now with the run in for the Champions League.
It's nice to have the Premier League.
Oh,
back.
what I can say is, as well, which was pointed out earlier by Geordie John, Barcelona away is happening for us regardless now. Because even if we lose this, and if you win,
you're in
top
European
four, we're in
football.
Europe.
Yeah, just give us a bit of your German quickly.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's
I'm speechless.
the Europa Conference has got you that excited. Bonjour, je m'appelle.
I'm going to learn my Azerbaijanian.
You might need to. That's where it'll be.
Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan.
The Faroe Islands.
Hello, my name is Borat.
I still think you'll be top 4, to be fair. But
I certainly hope so, but if not, it's still, yeah.
if you do drop points in the next 3 games without Bruno, well, in the next 2 games, and then you have City and Liverpool either side of the cup final, this is where, like, Leeds just disintegrate quick.
Make or break, innit?
It is make or break. But yeah, looking forward to the Premier League. Who do you play this weekend?
West Ham.
At
St James's. We should win that.
You should win that. They're terrible, aren't
Yeah.
they? What time's it on? We're on at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
I think we're at 5.
Oh, you'll be on telly then.
Yeah.
Right, we will. We'll catch you next week when we're probably still neck and neck on the.
Oh, I forgot to get my tin of Carabao.
Oh, for the video.
Well, I wanted to get a tin of Carabao. We've still got a few weeks.
Oh yeah, we'll just do it every week now.
Plug the Carabao.
I ain't drinking that.
I'll drink it.
Hopefully,
For free tickets.
we
I
both
will.
win and we're still neck and neck in the league.
Yes, well, fingers crossed, yeah.
Right, anyway, we'll catch